the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds, with a reach of 107. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time. Here comes Roy Jones Jr. 24 years old, he's already got 22 wins with 20 knockouts. Certainly a young man to keep your eye on.
It'll be ding-ding from first off, they're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr.
An open-air outdoor stadium, what a venue for this contest.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell for round one. That right hand hurts. He caught him clean as a whistle. The right hook is scoring. Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Uppercut doesn't get through. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And down goes Jones Jr. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3.
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Good work, that's it. Breathe, just get your breath back. Good work.
Queen, come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps are up here, and he'll start tying him.
Just get your rhythm back. We'll go again. You're getting soft on me. The fight's not up.
Here we go, it's round two. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Nice lead hook. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Missing with the left hook. That counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there. Just bear it up a little.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid.
There's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Missing with the hook. He blocks the uppercut. They exchange punches. Jab misses. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being used. They're the size of an average man.
Despite what they... I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the god, looking out. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Forget about that.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that, man. Good work. He's thinking.
Go out there, you win this next round for me, kid. You're starting to make me...
Don't forget the jab. And don't get carried away. Think about the next and remember what you do.
On the jaw, get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on the jaw. terrible round that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
Just stay focused. Now let him back into the...
There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Sugar Ray's in trouble! It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do you do?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action! And Sugar is in trouble! No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That left uppercut doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good man.
Go back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of effort being exerted here. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
That's lights out right there.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here is Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall, and weighed in at 159 on the dot. And he'll be taking on the legend himself. Here is Roy Jones Jr. This, of course, one of the great young champions in the world today. They call him Captain Hook. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. A perfect counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They both want a knockout, you can tell. What a punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
The counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counterpunch right up the middle. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Just misses with that left uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That right hook won't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Here we go to the 4th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Can't find a home for that jab. They got out of the way of that right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Swing and a miss with the jab. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see more jabs. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. The stamina is off the charts. A lot of effort being exerted here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
And there's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. This is the kind of fight you expect from 2 world-class elite middleweights. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard's going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of...
Shots off and don't give him anything.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Go back out there and win this round.
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. No rest for the weary. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad.